Hello students, this video is for grade 11th, day 15, chapter 2, and the topic is relation and functions. In this video, we are going to learn about the various type of relations. So, for a non-empty set A, the relation R on A is said to be, there are three types. The first one is reflexive. If A comma A belongs to R, which means the first coordinate as well as the second coordinates belongs to R, for all A belongs to A, and we write it like this: for all A belongs to capital A. Second one, it's symmetric if A comma B belongs to R, and if we reverse it, then B comma A must also belongs to R. For all AB, that should belongs to A, and we write it like this. And the third one is if A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, then we say that AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then A comma C must also belongs to R. Then in that case, it is transitive if all ABC belongs to set A. And mathematically, we can write it like this. So these are the three types of relation, and the most important, if any set satisfy all the three conditions, that is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then it is known as equivalent relation. That is a relation. You can star mark this. A question of 3 marks can be framed from this particular topic, and it's the important one, that a relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive is called an equivalence relation. Now these were the theory part, and I know that you are not able to understand what actually reflexive mean, what actually symmetric and transitive means. So let's solve a question based on that so that our concept gets clear. Here, let R be a relation on Q defined by R equals to AB such that AB belongs to Q. Q means set of rational number, and also A minus B belongs to Z. Z means set of integers. So this is the condition that if we subtract two rational number, it should I should get a integer, right? This means that. So the most important point of solving this kind of question is what? Here I am sharing a tip with you. Whenever you get question like that, try to decode it. Try to solve the statement only, right? So once you solve it, 50% work is done over there only. I have to show that whether R is an equivalent relation or not. It is an equivalent relation if it satisfies all the three conditions, which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So one by one we'll see all the three. First of all, here I have written whatever given in the question, that is AB such that AB belongs to Q and A minus B belongs to Z, where Q is a set of rational number and Z means the set of integers. Now let's see point number 1, which is let A belongs to Q. A is a number which belongs to Q, that is rational number. Then definitely A minus A, that was the condition, right, which is given in the question. A minus A should be equals to 0, and 0 is what? Integer. Therefore 0 belongs to integers. Therefore we can say that A belongs to R for all A belongs to Q. Therefore we can say that R is reflexive. R is reflexive. Reflexive means that here, as you can see, that I am using the same number. So in case of reflexive, whatever the statement is given, take any one example, take any one particular number and try to solve with that number only. For example, here I took A and I put the value of A in the given equation at both the place. it was given a minus b, but here as I'm talking about reflexive, which means I have to take a again. So a minus a equals to 0, and that belongs to the integer which satisfy the given condition, therefore it is reflexive. The second one is that, let's talk about symmetry. Suppose there are two numbers a, b which belongs to R, the set equivalent relation. Then a minus b belongs to Z. Suppose, so here we are subtracting two numbers a minus b, it should be an integer. Now if I say that 4 is an integer, can I say minus 4 is also an integer? Similarly, if I am saying that a minus b is an integer, then I can say that minus a minus b is also an integer. So if I remove this bracket, then definitely b minus a is also an integer. If b minus a is an integer, that means b minus a belongs to the relation set R. So b comma a belongs to R, the relation set. Therefore R is symmetric as well. And also the third one is, suppose there are two numbers a and b which belongs to relation set R, and another two number b, c belongs to R. Then according to the question, a minus b is an integer and also b minus c is an integer. So if there are two integers, if I am going to add two integers, the result will be what? An integer only, right? The sum of two integers is an integer only. So here I am adding, since a minus b is an integer and b minus c is an integer, so I am adding it. So this b will cancel out, and I can say that a minus c is also an integer. So by saying a minus c is an integer, I can say that a comma c belongs to R, which is a relation set. Now since AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, but here also AC belongs to R, therefore R is transitive. Therefore R, the relation set, is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we can say that R is an equivalent relation. See, so one by one, whenever you get question like that, one by one you need to prove all the three given points. Let's solve another question. So as you saw that just now I have solved a question. So this question is for my viewers, my dear students. So you need to solve this question to me and tell me the answer. The question is, let m be a given fixed positive integer and let r equals to ab such that ab belongs to z and z means integer and a minus b is divisible by m. There I was talking about the minus, and here I have added divisible by m. I have to show that r is an equivalent relation on R. So this question is to test your understanding, whether you have understood or not. Solve. In case of queries, you can ask the question to me. The third question, show that the relation is parallel to on the set S of all the straight lines in a plane is an equivalence relation. Now let S is a set of all the straight line in a plane. S is a set of all the straight lines in a plane. So let's talk about the first point, which is reflexive. We know that every line is parallel to itself. In case of reflexive, we talk about itself. So every line is parallel to itself. So if I am taking L, then definitely L is parallel to L. So L for all L in set S. So it is reflexive. Symmetric. Suppose there is a line L which is parallel to M, then in that case M will also be parallel to L. For all L and M belongs to S. Therefore it is also symmetric. And the third one is that suppose that there are three lines L, M, N belongs to S. Then if L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, suppose there are three lines, suppose L, M, N. So this is L, M and N. If L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, can I say that L is parallel to N as well? Therefore L is parallel to N also, therefore it is transitive. Therefore the given relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, so it is an equivalence relation on S. And the last question of this video, show that the relation is congruent to on the set of all triangles in a plane is an equivalence relation. Now I want each and one of you to solve this question along with me, and I hope that most of you can solve the question. So take out your pen and start solving the question along with me. Let's take a set S with all the triangles in a plane. Now for reflexive, for any triangle which belongs to S, can I say that the triangle is congruent to the triangle itself? So the triangle is congruent to the triangle itself, therefore this is reflexive. In reflexive we talk about itself. So the triangle is congruent to itself, therefore it is reflexive. About symmetric, if there are two triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 2, if triangle 1 is congruent to 2, then definitely the 2 will also be congruent to triangle 1. So for all triangle 1 and 2 belongs to S, it is symmetric. And the third one is that if triangle 1 is congruent to 2 and 2 is congruent to 3, then clearly we can say that 1 is also congruent to triangle 3. Then for all the triangle 1, 2, 3 that belongs to set S, right? Therefore it is transitive as well. Hence the given relation is an equivalent relation. So based on today's video, I am giving you few questions to solve and also sharing the answer of all the questions. So here you can see there are 4 questions, question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in fact 5 questions, and here are the answers as well. So you need to solve these questions, and in case of any doubt you can write your views in the comment box. Please subscribe the channel for the latest update regarding my post, and the link notes are available in the description part of the video. So you can contact me through email, you can write your views also. In case of any suggestion, that also you can write it in the comment box. Thank you and take care of yourself.